What's up guys, it's Chris here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how a known Veve whale sold all of his Omi for strictly Veve Grails, the comics and collectibles. I'm going to be talking about that move, whether I think it was good or bad, the future of Veve collectibles and comics, and the future of Omi, kind of comparing the two and where I see it heading. As always, nothing in these videos are financial advice, they're for educational purposes and my opinion only. Also, this video is brought to you by hiddengroundsla.com. When I say brought to you, that is my own site, my own coffee shop. I am now roasting and shipping all over the United States. So if you are a United States resident, you'll notice on my videos that if you're watching my video and you just scroll down a little bit, this video right now, look down there, that my bags of coffee are available. It will prompt you to be able to click the bag, go to the website, and purchase your bag of coffee. I do roast, I order the coffee from all over the world myself. I roast it, and I've been a roaster for nearly 5 years now. I package it and I ship it out all myself, so it supports me, it supports my shop, it supports the channel. If you do go buy a bag of coffee, it's also really good coffee. Also, a bonus, I don't show this a lot on my channel, but I do have a Patreon page which grants you access to the private Discord. On the top tier, it's the same price as most other coffee subscriptions, which I think is $20 a month, and this gets you a bag of coffee every single month delivered to your door inside the United States. Without further ado, let's get into the video now. So this is the infamous whale, Javier Torres, who is also my friend. He said, "This is why I sold my entire bag of Omi this week, the funds from which I fully allocated into the Grail level collectibles first time they've been accessible. If Veve fails, Omi fails. But if Veve succeeds, those Grails will be there and the Omi liquid gets focused into." And then it was actually a response to another whale, Sana, which saying Veve doesn't need Omi, Omi needs Veve. I'm going to be honest, Javier is one of the people that I definitely believes knows more about the tokenomics than I do, has a deeper understanding. So this really surprised me that he's making this move. I definitely think it could pay off, and we could see a repeat of going into like last December, how the collectibles massively outperformed Omi. Which again, it's kind of hard to compare with the fake influctuation of gems, and also it's hard to compare because Omi did not have utility, and still currently while watching this video really doesn't have any utility. Selling your Omi during this time before it gets utility, before the Omi staking program comes out, the OUP program, is a little scary to me, but at the same time, Javier does know his stuff. He knows that we could be in a deeper bear market where all crypto, there's really no limits. I mean, it could already drop to 90% and it can drop 90 more percent. That's part of this volatile field. So Javier probably knows this going in. As far as Veve, if Veve fails, Omi fails, obviously that statement in itself is true. But there's a little caveat here. And again, Javier knows this. I'm just not sure if other people reading this know this. Is that Veve can succeed without having insane collectible and comic values. Now, the hope for Veve investors is that these pieces grow in value over time, at least for the most part. Sometimes, some people are here just to collect. I think if Veve gets big enough to where people are just here to collect and they honestly do not care about the value, let's say the app has better functionality, MCP programs here, the Vverse is down here years down the road, people just love the experience of buying these and using their collectibles and comics. They don't have to have insane values for Omi to have its utility and Omi to get burned in the background of things and Omi to continue to increase in value. So that would be my argument against doing this, is because at the end of the day, Veve, again, the Grails don't have to moon for Veve to succeed. For Veve to succeed, people just need to love the app and continue to buy retail and continue to buy secondary. And of course, volume still would need to be there to an extent for success. But if Veve is like the Amazon of these collectibles and comic NFTs, then it would make sense to me that Walt doesn't have to be 100K in order to say that Veve was a success. Walt could be 1K and people still love the app, use the app, while Omi's getting burned in the background. Personally, and I could definitely be wrong, and the thing is, it's going to show very heavy if I'm wrong on this, I've still been a little bit hesitant and a little bit more on the bear side as far as collectibles go until I don't know how to say it. I've talked about it in other videos, but the system we have currently sucks a ton of liquidity out of the market every single drop. We're having multiple drops a week, and now we're mixing in an expensive one of one that takes more monies from whales out of the market. So a lot of the money in the market is really just being switched around, as I've talked about with other videos. Unless we have a big enough new influx of users to combat that, I still think, obviously, that Grails can and will hopefully rebound, but I'm just not as bullish on individual collectibles and comic prices as I am the long-term hold of OMI. Because to me, again, people can love the app years down the road. Collectibles could hypothetically be not much over retail, but people still use and enjoy the app, and OMI could be at much better prices. I'm not going to put price predictions on this video. So very risky move from a known whale who's very smart. But again, we did see the opposite happen not long around this time last year, maybe a couple months after this time last year, is OMI didn't really do much and the collectibles took off. And that same volume that caused collectibles to take off could come from a very natural, organic growth. It doesn't have to be this fake influx of new users. This could definitely happen naturally. Sana talks about it takes $400 million for OMI to double. That's not really true, but you need a better understanding of market caps, and I'm not going to break that down in this video. It only takes 100K for Walt to double. Yeah, it only takes 40K for Todd to double, and y'all are playing this game wrong. I would argue with this because it takes 100K for Walt to double, but that's each person spending 5K, whatever Walt's at right now. Whereas OMI, you can just buy $100 of OMI. Retail investors can buy $50 of OMI, and we could have more retail investors investing smaller amounts that adds up more than people willing to spend 5K for a Walt or 1.5K, whatever Todd's at now. Not the best comparison to me. Now, again, I'm not saying that I absolutely think that OMI will outperform collectibles and comics in the short term. I just wouldn't do the move of selling all my OMI to bank on that. But, again, I could be completely wrong on this. Personally, I'm holding collectibles and comics that I find value in, and I'm holding my OMI, and I'm not selling my OMI, especially during this market. But, there's other layered reasons too. Maybe Xavier's tax loss harvesting. Who knows exactly what all went into this decision. There was one more thing that I wanted to point out. Again, Xavier, I do respect him. I even said it right here that I respect him. He did talk about, Veve Viral asked him what he's basically going into, and obviously not financial advice, but it looks like he is going into some Grail comics. AF15, obviously. I'm still kind of waiting for that hype to go down. I think the commons are back at 450, which is around where I sold my kind of bad mint the first time. MC1 secret rares, obviously. Fantastic 4-1, amazing comic. Ashton Martin secret rare, something I've never messed with. I know VV Vault really likes that collectible. I've definitely thought about it in the past. He was joking around about Hitmonkey, Spider-Man secret rare, and partner statue. So that seems to be the grails he's going after. So I don't exactly know how much OMI Xavier had, but it was enough to buy this stuff. So you can start doing the math here, and whether he bought one of each of these or whether he stacked is a different story. Who really knows? That's all I have for you guys in today's video. A very interesting thought of some whales maybe being more bullish on VV collectibles and comics over OMI right now. There's just catalysts on both sides mixed in with macro conditions. Who really knows at the end of the day? Let me know down below in the comments where you would put your faith, whether that be in the short term, medium term, or long term, whether it's more in VV collectibles and comics, whether it's more in OMI, or whether you're pretty diversified in both. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.